R.I.P. Grandma.
Bloody arm.
I love that idea.
Okay, we've got lots of great ideas coming up too. Let's talk about another great topic that is not about bloody arms or anything, but it is about staying healthy instead of being bloody and sick and in the ground. Building your immunity, because it's fall and
This is very important. Yes.
We're about to hit into cold and flu season, and we've learned over the past couple of years that everyone knows that your health is not just interdependent on yourself and your families, but your whole community. So
That's true.
it's important that we talk about building and strengthening our immune system. How can we do that? Do you guys know? The CDC has 9 cool ways to do that.
My brain goes to taking care of your body in the most simplest terms possible. And an easy way to do that is, of course, to maintain a healthy weight, make sure that your blood pressure is well, that your blood sugar is doing well, and your heart healthy. But really, for me, it's about, I think a great way to maintain your body health is to limit alcohol. And I know that's tough this time of year, but I could say I've recently,
October.
There's
sober
pumpkin
October.
beer.
There's pumpkin beer and there's a lot of good stuff. But I have been in a more like sober mood kind of lately, and I've been super into mocktails, and just limiting that little bit of alcohol has done wonders for my health. But I also still feel like I'm getting the fun fall drinks, you know, like hot toddies but without the whiskey. But it's like, oh, that's just apple cider. But there's so many other fun non-alcoholic drinks. Tom Holland actually just came out with a non-alcoholic drink brand too that I might have to check out.
Oh, interesting.
But limiting alcohol is a great way to keep your body healthy and boost your immunity, because the more alcohol you consume, the lower your immune system is. So
Well, and on the other side of that, staying hydrated in general actually boosts your immunity. I was doing some research recently just because I felt like this year I was continued to get sick. So I'm like, what could be some of the reasons of why I feel like I keep catching a cold every couple months? And staying hydrated, which I live in a constant state of dehydration, but it was saying that, like, you know, even when you have like your mucous membranes, like, I know that it's kind of gross, but it prevents the bacteria from getting inside you. So
it's like a barrier.
Yes, exactly. So it acts as a barrier, and it also helps flush the toxins out. So stay hydrated to keep the bacteria out, and then also the one that does get in, flush it through.
and water in coffee though, right? So that's, I'm fine.
There's
right?
water in coffee.
And then I'm
Yeah,
Push
hydrated.
the coffee.
I'm
That could be
hydrated.
dehydrating. So push the coffee.
Fine.
I'm
Okay, no more
sorry.
pumpkin spice lattes. Or I'll limit it. Moderation.
decaf.
Moderation.
Just decaf.
Yes, that's
Decaf.
fair.
Yeah. But like you're saying with flushing out things, one of the things I have been doing for 15 plus years now are nasal rinses.
I've never done one of those.
They're great.
Interesting.
They're really great. And it's basically, you know, you're basically buying salt packets, right? But it's measured, you know, so it's something you could do on your own. And I use like the little squeeze bottle.
Now, how do
And
those work? And what do they accomplish? Like, just because you're clearly
Yeah.
When you're already
Really,
sick or
just-
just regular?
I
time?
do it regularly because I have year-round allergies. They're always
Okay.
terrible, so I'm always trying to keep things clean. And you know, ears, nose, and throat, it's all connected,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just like flushing stuff through.
I never
it's
thought about doing
goes
that.
up
when I'm
one,
not sick.
comes out the other. It's very, it's very.
I've only ever thought about it when I'm
interesting.
already sick,
Yeah.
Sick,
but
yes.
preventative. That
Only
actually
because
just
you're
sounds
trying to
nice
breathe,
to
right,
just
right.
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
With allergy
But I mean,
season.
when you do it when you're sick too, especially if you're stuffy, it takes stuff out for you. You know.
Another thing that I've been exploring this year in my trying to not get sick is IV infusions. So
What are those? Oh
it's
my
kind
gosh.
of like think about like in Vegas where they have like the hydration stations. Like if you're hungover and you get an IV to
Go to
hydrate.
Vegas with you. I've never done this in Vegas.
Oh,
before.
well, I never did it in Vegas either, but it was a big trend for a minute. But now they just have like IV infusion like retail stores that you can go to and sit for an hour and you choose different cocktails. So there's like the Myers cocktail, which is just straight hydration. And I've done this a couple times when I got sick and I'm like, I just can't afford
I
to be
need this.
sick.
I need this.
LA.
It's expensive to do often, but like, you know, if time is money,
I did
you
it
know,
once.
and so it's great. You can do it, and then the next day you will be 80% like better. Like I am.
And do you
I kid
immediately
not.
feel hydrated, like your skin?
Oh my gosh, you feel full and voluminous, that's for sure. But I didn't do it for immunity reasons. I did it because I was gonna get turned at a bachelorette party the following day.
Okay.
But it was
preparing.
it was one of those like they came to my gym and they like offered a special and I was like, oh yeah, sure.
Nice.
And it was like an hour-long process because it's an IV and it has to slowly drip in. I did not get hungover at all that entire weekend. And I fully attribute it to the IV. But like you're saying, they had different cocktails where they're like, what do you want? Do you want collagen? Do you want more like energy flow?
Collagen ones? Oh, that'd be great.
There's weight loss ones, collagen ones,
What is
hydration.
this number? What's going on?
And I'll echo what Mindy said. It is very LA.
Okay.
Very LA.
Well, good thing we're in LA.
very true.
That's really cool. I just went with the
fortunate.
old-fashioned sleep and reduce stress because that works, right?
The basics.
Those are
Yes.
the basics.
Yeah.
And those are the hardest things to do, though, reducing that stress and then finding the time to sleep. We'll talk about sleep later.
good.
But oh my God, I love
Right
this
back to if
IV
you're
thing.
getting
Yeah.
dehydrated, an IV drip is a very bougie way
Yeah.
to get that hydration back
Well,
to a
the-
fun
well,
one.
Well, the other thing too that we all remember, the things your mom told you, vitamin C, get those fruits and vegetables in for the
Well, and something I found later in life, elderberry. Elderberry
builds
is
immunity.
like magic, you know, and I personally use elderberry gummies that have vitamin C and zinc. Zinc is a really good like preventative
I
as
feel like
well.
magnesium has been
Yes.
another really popular
Magnesium.
vitamin that people are taking, and
We're going
With
to talk more about
elderberry,
magnesium
yeah.
later because we have a sleep segment, and magnesium is
We
really
might
great
talk
for
about
that.
magnesium with elderberry. I remember during COVID, my dad sent me out to go buy elderberry gummies, and they were
Yeah.
sold
Sold
out. You
out.
couldn't find them anywhere because they're that great for boosting your immune system. So,
I use them every morning.
so you must be healthy.
I try.
Yeah, and
I
you're
try.
weightlifting
I
too.
try.
You've got to go.
The other thing,
I know,
the
I
other
love
thing you
that.
shouldn't do that we all already know, but we should bring this up. You shouldn't smoke. That lowers your immunity right off the bat. We've got all these vapors out here. I understand all of that. I know it's fun, but gosh, if you want to build your immunity up, you've got to keep your lungs and everything clear, and that's just
I
not
call
going to
them
help you.
pacifiers. You know, like men sucking on their pacifiers. They sleep, you know, men and women do it too, but I'm just saying, like, it's not very attractive to like
Well,
put in your bed and like have to,
And
you know.
I was recently in
sleeping with it.
Paris.
No.
Have their cigarettes, and I don't know if this is like France specific or maybe Europe does this. On their cigarettes, they have like yes, they have horrible pictures of like garroted
Photos of
teeth,
lungs
like
and
people like
effects
like
of that.
literally, and it says these will kill you, literally on their cigarettes.
Everyone in France smokes,
It's hard.
though.
I know
Yep.
they don't care.
working.
It's insane.
But they show you the graphic result of it,
It's-
so don't do
Just
it.
like dead
It's
babies in their cigarette
hardcore.
packages, like, oh, dead
Oh,
baby brands. Is that what's going
And
on?
I had a friend tell me about it. When I was at the airport, I saw it
I've
firsthand,
seen
and
them.
I was
Oh,
like, oh, I gotta take
wow.
pictures of these.
But they smoke everywhere.
They did.
They smoke in restaurants. They smoke while they're eating. They smoke at the movie theater while they're drinking, which sounds wonderful,
Next
by
to
the
the
way.
picture.
I'm just saying, if you're in the movie theater, but gosh.
Don't
Yeah, it's
smoke.
crazy.
'cause
Okay, well, don't smoke. Don't do any of those things. Stay healthy. Keep your immune system going, and then sleep,
Hydrate,
stress,
less stress.
maintain
smile,
a body
be
weight,
happy.
limit alcohol.
Eat your
Maybe
fruit and vegetables.
maybe one pumpkin beer because it's Halloween.
Yeah,
okay,
just
could be
okay.
any-
Moderation. Moderation
Yes,
is
right.
key.
Non-alcohol beers are great, and the mocktails, which we love, because you get the flavor, you get to be festive, and you get to be thin because you're not getting all that sugar. That's true too.